Why are so many people moving to Nevada in 2022? One of the most popular states for relocation so far this year is Nevada. Really, this isn't new though. Nevada has been a hotspot for relocation since the 1950s and arguably before that. The 1950 census, they grew by 45% and continued to grow over 50% every single census until 2010 when they only gained 35%. And in 2020, they went all the way down to 15%. Here in 2022, they've already shown signs of another boom by gaining 2% in 9 months. It's expected by the end of the year that's going to be about 4 or 5%. Today I'm going to list the reasons why Nevada is gaining more people than the locals actually want. Get it? Got it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10. Small towns have internet. Small towns in Nevada are starting to see a boom. Now, obviously, you're going to see more people moving to the major metro areas like Las Vegas, Reno, and even down in Laughlin. A lot of the small towns are starting to see an influx of people. When I say influx for a small town Nevada, we're talking maybe a family, maybe 4 or 5 people a year. Some of these towns only have about 100 people, so that's a lot. But with internet going out to more of these towns over the last 5 years and with the Starlink thing, a lot of people are able to work from home in these small towns, and we'll get into it later, but real estate and the cost of living in these small towns in Nevada is dirt cheap. A lot of people really enjoy small western towns, like out in the western United States. There's a lot of appeal to those to a lot of people. I'm not one of them. I need trees, I need rain, I need all that stuff, but a lot of people are starting to look at the towns in Nevada and going, this might be worth it, now that I could actually make a living from home. Number 9, the climate. Yes, people love the desert heat. If you didn't know, Nevada is a desert for the most part, and it gets really hot. Now, they do have some areas, like up in the Reno area, where it does get snowy and it's not blistering hot all the time. So they're kind of blessed with wonderful weather. It is, for the most part, a very dry heat, and the lack of humidity makes a heat wave a lot more tolerable. About 68% of the United States population would prefer extreme heat over extreme cold. If you fall into that 68%, Nevada's probably a great option for you. Just buy a lot of sunscreen and hats and long sleeve shirts or some really good health insurance because you'll eventually get some form of skin cancer. Nevada is the driest state in the US. They only see about 7 inches of rain every year. As in comparison, some of the wetter states see around 40 inches of rain every year. Now, obviously, there's going to be different parts of the state that might get a little rain, like I'd said up in Reno and stuff, but 90% of this state doesn't see much rain. The hottest month in Nevada is going to be July, where the max temperature in Vegas will usually sit around 106. Laughlin, it sits around 112. They can get down to about 81 or 82 also during July. The rest of the state during July stays above 90. Now, there's a lot of numbers that go into this, but I don't want to bog down the video like we're in an algebra class. So I'll just tell you, 106 is usually their max and it'll stay around that area. But on freakishly cold years, Las Vegas will see it down to about 81 in July, where Laughlin might see 80 and Reno might see 57. Number 8, the entertainment. Now, this one is kind of for younger people. If they've got a choice to move someplace, let's say they have a couple options for their company or they just want to move someplace, a lot of them will choose Las Vegas or Reno or something like that because the entertainment, the nightlife, and all that good stuff, not just gambling. There's a lot going on in Las Vegas, Reno, even Laughlin, and you don't just have to gamble. There's a lot to do there, and they've got a great nightlife. A lot of people will choose that if that's their thing. I grew up in Southern California, and by far, in my opinion, the nightlife in Las Vegas is way better than any place in Southern California. If you want proof of that, there's a pretty cool YouTube channel called Jacob's Life in Vegas. His whole channel is devoted to things going on in Vegas. Number 7, the real estate. Now, bear with me on this one because it needs a little explanation. When it comes to home prices in the United States, the Silver State is ranked 12th in the nation. So that's not the best. I mean, there's far cheaper states to buy a home in. West Virginia, Mississippi, Kentucky, Oklahoma, places like that. But a majority of the people moving to Nevada are coming from California. California has the second highest real estate prices in the nation, only beaten out by Hawaii. So a majority of the people moving to Nevada, see the prices as a bargain because they're used to getting raked over the coals in California. As an example, the neighborhood I grew up in Southern California, which is called West Torrance, this is a blue-collar neighborhood. At least it used to be. Growing up here, my friends' parents had jobs like worked at the refinery, they worked aerospace, they were cops, mechanics, firemen. Right now, you can't find a home under $1 million in that neighborhood. If you move out to Henderson, Nevada right now, which is in the Las Vegas metro area, that's, I would say, close to comparable neighborhood. You could find nice, livable homes out there for $500,000, $600,000, even below. These are nice homes. They're not fixer-uppers or run down or anything like that. So basically half price compared to most of Southern California. Number 6, cost of living. Pretty much everything I said about the real estate prices kind of fits here too. Nevada is ranked 30th in the nation for cost of living. California, where most of the people are coming from, like we've already learned, ranks 3rd highest in the nation. The national average for cost of living would be Idaho, Pennsylvania, and North Dakota. And one of the easiest ways to look at this is if you buy $100 worth of the stuff, whatever it is. In Idaho, it's going to cost you $99. In Pennsylvania, it's going to cost you $98. In California, that same $100 worth of stuff is going to cost almost $139. In Nevada, it'll cost you $101. So it's pretty close to average, but compared to California, you're getting quite a discount. And this kind of plays into why number 5 is on this list. Number 5, retirement. Nevada's a great place to retire. Plenty of golf, warm weather, and relatively cheap place to live. At least you're not getting gouged. So a lot of Californians, a lot of New Yorkers, a lot of Oregonians, and a lot of Washington state people will move to Nevada in retirement. And even more of a draw, they got high stakes bingo. Bingo! None of that church bingo when you walk away with $100 and a $25 gift card to Walmart. You could play bingo and win thousands of dollars in Nevada. But year-round golf is a big draw for a lot of people in retirement. My dad's one of them. Just the Las Vegas metro area has over 50 golf courses right now, and it's my understanding they're building 4 more. Number 4, great place for businesses. A lot of businesses are moving to Nevada, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Nevada has such a low tax rate, it's much easier for businesses to build their business than almost any other state. There's a couple other ones that are pretty good, but Nevada out west is one of the best. Again, California is known as one of the worst states to start a business, or have a business, or think about owning a business there. They'll probably tax you for thinking about it. On top of that, it's a growing city with a pretty good workforce. Here's some of the reasons why you should incorporate your business in Nevada. No corporate income tax, no taxes on corporate shares, no finance tax, no personal income tax, and no inventory tax. Number 3, taxes. Now, it's not just businesses that get tax breaks in Nevada. You get tax breaks. Nevada has no state income tax. There's also no tax on food or medicine purchases. Nevada also has the 7th lowest median property tax in the country. Their sales tax is a little high, but everything else makes it worth it. Number 2, jobs. There are plenty of jobs in Nevada, and they're not all in the casino. You've got great jobs in healthcare. They're always looking for nurses, education, mining, construction, government jobs. When people think of Nevada, they just think you get a job in a casino. That's it. That's all they got. No, those casinos have to be built by someone, and homes have to be built by people that are going to work in those casinos if that's what they choose. More people means more healthcare. More homes being built means more utilities and utility workers. On top of all that, they have a flourishing tech scene. Most of the tech scene is in the Las Vegas metro area. And just recently, Las Vegas has targeted both San Francisco and Seattle with commercial advertisements trying to lure tech workers and companies to the state. Several tech companies have moved to Las Vegas in the last couple years. And almost all their commercials will bring up that they have like 300 days of sun each year. So that's nice. All right, before we get to number 1, don't forget there is a link down below if you're looking for a real estate agent in Nevada, Las Vegas, or any other part of the country. There's a link for Home and Money, which could help you out with that. And also, we have another channel called On This Day. We'd love it if you went over there and subscribed. All right, on to number 1. And number 1, a low crime rate. People don't realize that Nevada has a pretty low crime rate. Most of the crime that does happen in Nevada is going to happen in the Las Vegas metro area. The rest of the state, it's pretty low. I mean, overall, the state ranks 30th in crime rate, which if you've got a low crime rate, that's great for raising families, it's great for retirees, and it's great for human beings. Nobody likes to be the victim of a crime. There is about 440 violent crimes for every 100,000 residents in Nevada. The best being the state of Maine with only 108 for every 100,000 residents. And the absolute worst is Alaska with 837 violent crimes for every 100,000 residents. So Nevada's not that bad. It's not the best, but it's not that bad. I think a lot of people assume because Las Vegas and everything that goes on there, it's just this violent city. It has some violence. It's not nearly as bad as a lot of other major cities in the United States. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, have a productive day, and be nice to each other.